Is working with emotions enough? For many years, in our work at the Optimum Health Clinic, we spent a lot of time working with people who are on a healing journey. And a question that we got all the time, maybe 10 years ago, was, why do I have to look at my emotions? I'm kind of on my healing journey. Yeah, I need to work on sort of my habits and my lifestyle, but why are my emotions important? Of course, today, the tide has really turned, as many of you will recognize, and a recognition of the impact of our emotions on our well-being, the impact of past trauma, and the validity of that emotional work is something that is much, much better recognized. Today, the question we get instead from our students and our clients is, but why should I be thinking about my habits or my thoughts if I just work on the emotions? Isn't that the path to fundamentally transforming and healing anything that's not right and not okay in my world? Our answer, interestingly, is the same almost today, just in reverse, as it was 10 years ago. And that is that we are all of this. Of course, our emotions are important, hugely important and impactful. But equally, so are our thoughts and so are our belief systems. They often create the habits of being in the world, consciously or unconsciously, that are impacting the way that we're behaving and the quality of our life. So if we're feeling stuck, and yet we've done a lot of work on our emotional healing, which is something we're hearing a lot from our clients and a lot from our students, then very often the answer is to just change the focus and to think about whether or not we've also noted and paid as much attention to working on healing our thinking patterns and our habits of thinking and believing. And if we haven't spent the time also working on those other layers, what we're often going to find is that we can have done all of this emotional work and still feel really stuck. So within therapeutic coaching, we take a really integrative approach. We're looking not just at the emotional healing, but also at patterns of believing, thinking, the state of our nervous system. And that, when we put it all together, we found, over 20 years of experience, has created the most transformational change. If you're interested in what I've been saying today and you've enjoyed this video, then please do go to therapeuticcoaching.com to find out more.